Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are here, finally, for the finale of Season 1 of Bridgerton.
Yes! Finally getting caught up after a long delay.
In the last one, there was a lot of tension. Daphne and the Duke have not made up.
Colin and Marina are also completely split, but Daphne did try to help out and sent a letter to
the general.
The general, thank you. We have not heard back yet.
But Marina seems to have lost hope because I don't know if she tried to make an abortion happen or she tried to commit suicide.
But we don't know if she lived or died at this point because it left off kind of on a cliffhanger for her character.
Penelope found her.
Oh. Daphne thought she was pregnant. It turns out she was not pregnant.
God, that was so sad.
Yeah, that last scene, it was just so good. I don't even know if I talked about how good that was because...
I think you did.
It was so good. When it just close up on Simon as you can hear her crying in the background and the music had stopped all suddenly and...
I know. And her mom has no idea what's going on.
Yeah. So this is the last episode, and I expect them to make up.
Are we going to find out who Lady Whistledown is? Because the Queen has now hired professionals to hunt after her.
Bow Street runners.
Yep.
I kind of hope that we see the investigators, but that's just the mystery lover in me.
Yeah. Eloise is still looking for Lady Whistledown. Is she going to find her? She suspects that it's the Modiste, but maybe? It could be. We are on the final episode, so maybe. But I also don't want the Modiste to be arrested, so...
Yeah, right? I like her as a smaller side character. We haven't seen much of her, but I like that she's a good friend to the opera singer, whose name I keep forgetting.
So yeah, lots of questions, and hopefully they will be answered in this episode. Let's go.
Oh my god, they're so distant with each other looking.
Might you both move a bit closer as well?
This poor guy. He's like, you're not making my job easy, you two.
Better.
No, I'm like, was it really not working, or are you playing like matchmaker?
My word. The very picture of devotion.
Oh, thank you, painter. I forget your name. Oh, that was a cute moment. I need them to get back together, please.
Cute moment, depressing start.
I am well. That tea has accomplished what I needed it to.
Oh.
And now with the season over, I can finally go.
So she lost the baby?
Yeah, I think she was trying to...
That is odd. Weren't expecting any callers today.
Is it George?
I hope it is. Is that him?
Marina, are you quite well?
Oh my god, is that him? I think it is. The way she's looking at him.
But I don't know, her reaction is so weird.
I know, right?
Maybe she's just shocked?
Well, especially if she lost the baby already, like, wouldn't she be upset about it?
Yeah.
Perhaps you might explain to your young ladies, Lady Featherington, how they ended up in such an unfortunate situation and who exactly put them there.
Or perhaps we can make room.
She's like, don't punish the daughters.
As I am sure all of us would like to forgive the errors of the past. Move forward. Yes, Mama?
She's like, not exactly what I meant, Daphne, but...
Practice what you preach, Mama.
I don't really mind, because I like the girls.
Right, I don't think they should be punished for this.
Are you George?
And well, Miss Thompson has not received any correspondence from you in...
Does he not, like, want the baby? I'm so confused by this reaction.
That man is not who you believe him to be, Lady Featherington.
Oh,
It
he's
is
not
not
George?
but his brother, Sir Philip.
Oh.
My brother George died on the battlefield.
Oh, that's why she never heard from him.
Poor Marina.
He was writing to me to tell me we could run away together and marry and have our child.
Oh.
All this time he loved me. I thought him a villain when he was...
Oh man, poor Marina.
She must feel so guilty. I mean, you thought you were in a situation where you had to be hard like that, though.
This is so... she was already, like, in a bad place before this, like, kind of unstable, obviously, since she's taking stuff she shouldn't be taking, and I just... I'm really worried for her now.
They are still quite stung from Lady Whistledown's recent exposé.
Oh! Benedict!
Angering loyal customers,
It's not good.
Whether those loyal customers be Featheringtons or Bridgertons, even. Lady Whistledown might wish to examine what she writes about both.
Is this a threat about her brother, or is it like just? I wonder how the Medusa's taking it.
I know. I think they're having two different conversations right now.
I can withstand rumor and gossip, but I'm not always so sure.
Yeah, she thinks she's trying to protect her.
I know
brother.
why you are here, Miss Eloise.
Oh, but Eloise thinks that she found her, and she didn't.
I loved Eloise's like collar shirt thing there.
You may not understand this now, but Daphne, you must know. I am doing this for your own good.
I can decide for myself.
You're better off without me.
Oh, she's trying to extend an olive branch, Simon. And you're being stubborn right now.
He's too caught up in thinking he's not good enough instead of like thinking of her as her own person, getting to make her own decisions.
I think her mom's advice has hit her though now that she's kind of trying to
At least
think of a way
understand.
to get out of the situation that they're currently in.
Problem is, like, if he throws the fight, I'm upset. If he doesn't throw the fight, I'm upset for the Featheringtons.
We can take our exhibitions all over England if we wish.
To continue living fight to fight. We should be planning for our future, Alice.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I worry because falling for during a fight. What's it called? When you're faking it? Whatever. In TV shows, never ends up well.
No.
Even if it all goes right, I don't really trust him.
You don't need to take my word. Instead, you can take the deed to my house. Should I use it, it's yours.
Oh my gosh.
Why would you do this?
Maybe Penelope can move in with Eloise.
This is so messed up.
Yeah. I don't dislike Lord Featherington, but he's not trustworthy in terms of finances or money, so.
The deed to your house is too risky. I'm sorry. Like,
Marry you.
Oh.
I do not know this man. I do not love this man.
I mean, you're willing to marry other
I
people.
cannot marry this man.
I know.
But if she doesn't think she's with a kid anymore, then...
perspective has changed now, yeah.
Yeah. Especially knowing that he did love her. Maybe give her some time to think it over. But then again, I don't think she should have to.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think she should have to. She's just going to go back home instead and live her life.
I am no longer with child, Lady Featherington. So it is neither necessary nor acceptable for me to participate in any more unwanted arrangements or disingenuous schemes.
She was doing what she needed to do for her kid. So
Yeah. She didn't do it because she wants it.
She doesn't have to compromise her ideals anymore.
Yeah. What is she looking for?
I don't know. Clues.
Apparently.
To a mystery.
I mean, I'm pretty sure wasn't that like the dad's study or whatever?
Yeah, I don't remember. There were letters, but I can't remember. He never read them, right? Or something like that.
I think so.
I don't think she was looking for those specifically on purpose.
No, I think she was just looking for anything about his past. Yeah, didn't you write this when he was like a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, trying to tell him like, I've improved.
Oh, yeah, he's faking it. That was a really obvious fake. I feel.
Calm down.
I think they're suspicious of him.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
Simon cannot be any more different from a man such as that.
Of course. We know that to be true, Your Grace.
But does he?
I mean, I'm glad she knows now, even though she didn't find out from Simon, so it's kind of sus that you open those letters, but...
I mean,
we
he
need
didn't
this
really...
to move on. We need this to move on, so...
And he didn't really give her much choice, you know?
Yeah, not telling her anything.
Yeah.
What happened to Your Honor?
My honor. Tell me, Your Grace, whatever could be more honorable besides taking care of one's family?
That's true. Plus, you guys are on completely different stations.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't necessarily have the privileges that you do.
You should stop worrying about my marriage and instead put your mind to your own.
That is not what this is about.
Is it not? Because I'll be willing to wager your wife says differently.
Watch yourself.
I mean, you're both proving good points, technically.
That's the talking to you needed, Simon.
What is this?
This makes me really nervous. I'm still nervous, even though the decision has been made.
Yep. Girl, take control of the finances. Because, you cannot leave it with him.
Would you care to join me? I must admit, my brothers will think it odd if you do not.
Yes.
They won't look at each other, but they're both trying to, like, make efforts. It's cute. It's cute.
Well, I mean, because technically nothing's changed, except that, you know, they're both willing to at least try to have some sort of friendship again.
Oh, you mean visiting my new acquaintance, Madame Delacroix?
She's not your...
I was wrong about her, brother. She's wonderful. You have nothing to worry about.
I was not worried. I have a friendship with Genevieve Delacroix.
She just gives him one when she was trying to hide it, not let Benedict have any.
Right. Well, she's allowed to say no to her older brother, not to her oldest brother.
Good for you, brother. You deserve contentment. We all do. If the lady contributes to that, then I'm happy for you.
Basically, so that I don't feel guilty about what I just did. I wonder, did her sister bring her the candies?
I don't know, but that's a huge box. You cannot eat all that by yourself, Eloise.
Yes, she can.
Oh, we should both aspire to be just like her. Unmarried, earning our own money.
You now have a duchess for a sister. That makes achieving the life you wish for all the more easier.
Mm-hmm.
The status of my family, however, is an entirely different story, which will not be changing in the foreseeable future.
Well, I guess Eloise will just have to get, like, the house out in the country and bring Penelope with her, and you can be spinsters together.
Mine will have to be taken in, of course.
Mine's perfect. And mine is yellow.
Oh.
I like you in yellow.
She hates it, though.
I know.
Perhaps Mr. Finch might even reconsider his proposal now that you have your dowry again.
Again?
Yeah.
Or did I lose it somewhere the first time?
She's so cute.
Well, now you can have your cheese guy, hopefully.
I know, he seems so nice.
Oh. Should not lose the baby.
I believe I need a doctor.
The final ball of any season is distinguished by one of two things.
You probably should have seen
And
a
if she is
doctor
Lady,
to begin with.
If she is Lady Whistledown, she knows. Oh, that means she does have to take his proposal, though, if she does have the baby.
That's true. We don't know enough about him.
I know. He seems, I mean, like, the fact that he's going there at all when he could have easily slipped under the rug is, like, a good sign.
Yeah.
But that just means you're, like, traditionally honorable, not that you're a good person.
Yeah. Still better than that charity place, though. Charity place.
Yeah.
You truly believed a tea would rectify the situation, madam? As if that ever works.
Oh, he must encounter that a lot.
Like, she's obviously sad that she thought she was kind of, like, free and now she's not, but I do wonder if maybe it's a bit of a comfort that, like, part of George is still alive kind of way.
I think it would have been crappy either way.
Yeah.
It's either you're trapped in this loveless marriage with the brother of your love.
Yeah.
Or you've lost the baby of the man that you loved who's now gone.
Yeah.
But at least then you would have your own personal autonomy, so...
Does that mean you'll dance tonight, my lord?
It's like, I'm happy to see him happy, but...
I don't understand this quick turnaround, like... Because she was like, I'm leaving, and she was saying no and all this, and now all of a sudden she's okay with it, so I just wonder... We didn't see how or why she changed her mind, you know?
Yeah. I guess maybe she just hasn't seen him in a while, and she missed him, and she was like, well, I've been living this life forever, what's the problem with going back to it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
My sister is now Duchess, and the Duke, my brother-in-law. There is no one that would dare say a thing.
Except for your mother.
And everybody she has to encounter. The only way it would work is if you literally propose to her.
Even then, she'd still have to deal with shit. Like,
yeah, but then she'd have, like, his title as a
Yeah.
protector. But just going as just, like, a date is way worse.
I hope she says no, because I think she's smarter than him.
Agreed.
She always has been. He always pushes it too far.
He likes to live in the fantasy, but then not commit to it. So, and she's the one who has to deal with the consequences.
We should discuss the order of events this evening.
Naturally.
This reminds me of when they were making a deal early on.
3 dances, would you say?
It is.
You were wonderful today. With Gregory and Hyacinth. They adore you.
Aww.
Children always have done. It still does not mean I want any of my own.
Cool, but you could think about it.
Of course.
I mean, I don't think that's what she was insinuating. I think she just
wants you to learn that... I think she's just trying to make him realize that if the reason you don't want to have kids is because you aren't going to be a good father, that's wrong. Like, I don't think she wants to convince him to have kids.
Oh, no. I meant, like, in that conversation, I think
Yeah.
that she was just, like, stating it. Oh, when she said that, I don't think she was trying to, like, further her position at that point. I think she just wanted to be able to talk openly about it. Because it didn't seem that she was, you know, insinuating that to him, like, you want kids because you're good with kids.
Oh, she looks so pretty, though. He's just staring at her. She looks so nice.
You must see this as a rehearsal. Until you are officially out, you need not feel so strained tonight.
She always looks so nervous.
I suppose I should thank you.
Whatever for?
For being so perfect. So I do not have to be.
Oh yeah, I think what Penelope said got to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have the chance to be free because your sister married and became a duchess, whereas Penelope doesn't have that option.
Because she already knows her sisters aren't gonna marry that high of a stature.
Who's here?
Aww.
One circumstance that is most likely not changed, I imagine.
Hopefully he's not gambling it all away.
I hope she took the... I mean, if he's just going out a night in town and getting drunk, he can't spend all the money in one night, you know?
Join us.
Uh-oh. What did that say? I don't know, it's too quick.
I don't know. Did it say like belladonna? Like
no.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, I just came from the dance floor.
I did not see you.
She's lying.
Her friendship is so awkward now.
Colin, I wish to tell you something.
I have something I wish to tell you as well. And
oh, God. It's not what she wants to hear, though.
I'm leaving. It was actually you who inspired me. You kept reminding me how much I longed for travel.
I mean, he did want to. But it just, bad timing. Yeah.
Should we dance?
No, I'm all danced out for the night.
She's too upset. She can't hang around.
Good luck on your tour.
Okay, bye, Colin.
But good on you for, like, you know,
She was about
apologizing.
to.
No, I mean, like, him
Oh, yeah.
going up to her. Oh, she was like, I was building up all this courage.
Pen, is everything all right?
Entirely all right.
Oh, God.
Queen, go, or you miss your chance.
No. She's like, I've had my own emotional roller coaster.
I mean, I think if it wasn't Colin that she had a crush on, she would tell Eloise why she was upset, but I think she finds it a bit awkward.
Because it's her brother.
Yeah.
You have no idea. We shall unmask her this very night.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot he's the gossipy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice girl.
You must see to Genevieve. Ensure she stays home tonight.
Not now.
You're on your own.
Faint a fever. I mean, fake a fever.
Faint a fever.
Fake a fever.
It's time for your own adventure, Eloise.
Oh, you're so naive.
Is he legit picking her up? Oh my God, Anthony.
Like, it's super sweet, but super naive.
No, and also, for me, it feels like kind of a repetition of the beginning of the season for him. So,
He does not wish for me to change. And neither do I.
I feel like everything I want to say about the scene is stuff I've already said before from their previous conversations, so I feel like I just be repeating myself. But I do really like Sienna.
I do too. So, partially because she does sort of like hold her own.
Yeah.
And like there is a universe where they could be together, but it would be very uncomfortable for one or the other, or both. And you'd have to be committed to that.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you can.
I apologize. I thought you were someone else. Perhaps you might catch up with her.
Why would they not think it was her? But I mean, I guess.
Wondering too.
I mean, maybe they're aware of who she is, that she was also investigating.
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, probably they already knew that she was investigating. I'm surprised they wouldn't think it was her, because wouldn't that be the cleverest trick?
Oh yeah, right. Investigating yourself.
Exactly.
As a Bow Street runner, though, I'm slightly disappointed. I know I said I wanted to see him, but
I thought there'd be multiple. Not
yeah,
just one dude running.
Like
she's pretty.
Presume your plans to separate from her grace have not yet changed.
Stupid plans. There are so many pretty dresses here tonight.
It is. I'm slightly disappointed that this is Daphne's dress for the ball, though. I don't feel like it's anything different than what she's worn before, you know?
I mean, she has been distracted by other things.
True.
The two of you loved each other so very much. It is a rarity, I've come to realize.
But that is not to say it was without its trials.
I do not think...
We chose to love each other every single day. It is a choice, dearest.
Ugh, I love this conversation.
I wish I could do this. You are a Bridgerton. There is nothing you cannot do.
You guys are married and have to be together for life, so gotta keep trying to fix the situation.
Well, especially because they do love each other.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like it was a contract marriage.
I kind of like how the callbacks are doing this episode, like their previous dance.
They were making a contract.
Yeah.
Even just having playful conversation, because that's one thing I loved at the start of the series.
It's like they can have fun when they're together. Ooh, it's raining.
I'm surprised people aren't running away faster. Your dresses. Everybody get inside.
She's gonna hang out in the rain. Yes! I love rain in Regency scenes. Oh, probably not good for the painting, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's, like, treated.
Oh. Oh, I do think it would have been fun to have a dance in the rain.
I think so, too. But I think she knows they need a moment alone. But that would have been super cute if they had joined them.
Out.
I mean, she is a co-host of it, too, so... The Queen's just like, I understand. Queen's like, give me a baby, please.
Dude, she's been shipping them for a while.
Exactly.
I know that this is not what you had envisioned for the evening.
Certainly not.
For that,
It is better.
Aww.
She released a lot of her anger, so...
Just because something is not perfect does not make it any less worthy of love. I love all of you. Every flaw, every imperfection. I love you. You can choose to love me as much as I love you. It can only be up to you.
I was like, and the servants are so smart not to start cleaning up till they leave.
What is the matter? It is your husband, Mom. You're saying he is dead.
I didn't expect them to kill him.
Me neither. I thought he would maybe be beat up or take the money away.
Yeah. What's she looking for?
The money. It's all gone.
Oh, shit.
Which is so much worse. She has no money, no husband. I don't know if she loved her husband or not, but...
It's still a shitty situation. Oh my god.
And this is why you don't make deals with people like that.
Yeah. I don't know if he took the money. I suspect that he took the money because if the otherwise they would have come there and the servants would know that they came and took the money and they probably would have taken the whole bag.
And what I do not know is how to be the man you need me to be.
Oh, she just wants you to be yourself.
She just needs you to keep trying like she is. That's all, I think.
If you do this, if we do this, then
nothing else will matter.
At least for now, they won't. I mean, technically, it's no different than the situation she was in when she thought he couldn't have kids. It's just now there's hope of potentially maybe in the future they can have kids. Or not. That's really all that's changed if she can get around the reasoning.
Well, I mean, I think that's still between them in terms of, like, the kid thing. But I do think that she let go of her anger of, like, having been lied to. Or what? Yeah. The perception of being made a fool and having been lied to and him, like, keeping secrets. I think she got over that.
If there is to ever be a grander finish to a season than the one provided by the Duke and Duchess of Hastings, this author will need to feast upon her own words.
Oh, we located him, Mom. The man who will inherit the Featherington estate. Only
what? Tell us. Do we know him? Is that why they're hiding the name?
That's all I can think. Is it somebody older? Is it like somebody super young?
Nothing of note, other than finding and promptly declaring my intentions to my new Viscountess. I finally determined the difficulty, love itself. Removing it from all romantic relations shall make me all the better for it.
They're like, we're happy you're declaring your intentions, but not exactly like that.
Right?
I mean, there's still time. It's off season, so...
Going to say goodbye, sir?
I did last night, if you must know. We went to a party together.
Was not her.
Means that she was wrong and she doesn't know who it is. Oh, and then it means then there's no retraction coming.
Oh dear.
There is no ending in sight for this author, who recently became aware of a scheme to unmask her.
And she didn't even get to see who it was, because she thought she knew.
That decision shall be left entirely up to me. Yours truly, Lady Whistledown.
I did not expect it to be Penelope. They make her look so evil right there.
I mean, I'm a book reader, so obviously I already knew. I'm very surprised about... I'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. How much time has passed?
I know, quite a bit, obviously.
Such a stark difference from his own birth.
You must think of the name.
Whatever it is, I believe it must begin with the letter A.
Bumblebee.
Tease up on next season. Okay, so overall feelings for this episode before we get into like the nitty-gritty details. Fine. I liked this episode. I really enjoyed it. I don't feel that it was quite as epic as I wanted for a season finale, but I liked just so much of it.
I think it's because there was so much to wrap up. Like, I wish there had just been one more episode, so you could have had 2 episodes of season finale.
Yeah.
Because we had everything with Marina and Colin and Penelope love triangle, and then you have everything with Simon and Daphne, and then Anthony and Sienna, and, like, the Featherington family.
Yeah.
And then
the Lady Whistledown investigation. Yeah.
So I think it was just there was so much that it all felt so fast.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, let's start with Lady Whistledown.
Okay, the Lady Whistledown reveal.
The Penelope reveal. I did not expect to do Penelope, especially because she'd been so harsh to herself in earlier episodes, to her whole family.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm a book reader, so I know who Lady Whistledown is. I'm very surprised they did it in... They revealed it so quickly, like in season 1, because in the books it doesn't get revealed for quite a long time. I guess like even to the reader, it doesn't get revealed, not just to the public, but like to the reader who it is for. Like I think not till book 4, I want to say.
I guess if they didn't know if they were going to get a second season, then I get why they did it, because you don't want to like cliffhanger people.
Or maybe they were like, well, people are going to find out anyway. So what can we do when people do know that it's Penelope? Maybe they have a plan for her, but they need people to know it's her in order to do whatever they want to do with her in the future of the series.
Because as you've said, they've already like deviated things before from the books. So maybe they have a slightly different trajectory in mind. Maybe they're combining a couple other storylines or something.
Yeah. I really feel like they want to make Penelope a central character, which I think is cool.
I love
And
Penelope.
I mean, here, we already consider her a central character, even though her screen time is leans a little bit more side character. But... So they might need more for her to do. And clearly they are, because this Featherington thing, which plays into that, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that this did not happen in the books, that they lost their title, and Lord Featherington died and they lost their title and all this stuff was going on. Oh. So I think they might have... There's clearly something they want to do with them, but that means that I also do not know who is going to be the next Lord Featherington or whatever, so that's kind of exciting.
They're being so secret about it, and her looking at it seems so... Ominous?
Yeah, ominous.
Like, so I don't know what's going on with it. Is it like somebody of like a marriageable age, so then there's like romance going on there, or is it that it's just like a tension thing?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm pretty excited about it. I did not expect him to die.
Me neither. I thought he was just gonna like get beat up and lose the money, which honestly, in terms of a storyline, is less interesting because then they're just right back where they began. Yeah. So him dying is definitely much more dramatic, but I just wasn't prepared for it because like I didn't expect there to be like a murder in this.
Yeah.
Even though obviously it's not like a mystery murder, it's just like a gangstery murder, and I really hope nothing bad happens to the boxer Will.
Yeah.
I don't think they would go after him because he's just like a tool.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. I think if they were going to, it would have shown in this episode.
Agreed. I don't think they're going after him.
Because of how they're wrapping up. Yeah, real quick back to Penelope. It's interesting, though, because looking back on the episodes, I do think that it has an effect knowing that she is Lady Whistledown on what has happened, like with revealing Marina. The breakdown with Eloise, did that happen pre... Oh, yeah. So that happened, like, I think the night before, like, the release of the info. So I almost feel like now her breakdown wasn't about that, but, like, perhaps compromising her feelings to release this as Lady Whistledown, because she kept saying stuff like, I would never tell anybody because they would harm the family and all this stuff. And that was her willing to harm her family to
her own family
stop
to save
this situation.
Colin.
Yeah. So...
And I think I feel like that was... I almost feel like it happened
a little bit more...
Like, right after she turned it in.
She
turned it in, and then she went to her, and she was like, I've just literally ruined my family in order to save Colin.
Yeah.
Who she also loves, but But yeah, I just feel like Penelope was, like, really harsh with some of the things she said on, like, the earlier episodes. Well, not Penelope. Lady Whistledown.
Penelope
was really
as Lady
harsh
Whistledown.
with some of the things she said early on about both, like, the Bridgertons and the Featheringtons, which she doesn't come off as, like, that snarky.
Yeah, she wasn't that snarky in the books, that's for sure. She was harsh on herself, like, making fun of herself.
That's true.
At balls, though, like, in the books, but I don't remember her being that harsh on others, but I think that's something that the show wanted to up, and I think it's something that partially adds humor because Julie Andrews is the narrator.
She's so good.
It's a lot more catty than I think than the books were going for. I think it works for the show. It does probably makes people look a little bit harsher at Penelope, though, than they do in the books because of that. I don't really mind, though, because I don't mind the drama.
Yeah. So. And then the way that people treat the Featheringtons even before the scandal, I kind of don't really blame her. I'm more of I'm just surprised how I feel like she was a little extra harsh with the Bridgertons than she would have been. But I also get it is like a gossip column, and gossip columns are meant to be embellished.
I do also wonder if there's a factor of, like, they're my friends, so in order to cover up, you're actually harder on them than you would be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just like, so no one will suspect me.
Which we did not. I did not at all. And explains a lot of things, like the Queen's party and why it was left out and what they weren't allowed to go. Which also, great snub at them, though, for being such a, like, bee and not inviting them.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Just real quick, Anthony and
Sienna.
While I really enjoyed the scene where she was like, let me go and all this stuff, for me it was really repetitive to what happened several episodes ago, because we've had this long period of, like, either not encountering each other or just staring longingly at each other, so it just felt like
it could have been
a bit dragged out. Yeah, like, I didn't really need it. I am really excited for the setup they've done for Anthony, though, for his season, because as some of you might know,
it's her fave.
It's my fave, Anthony, and...
Question mark?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil you, but then I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're going to read the books before we get to season 2, so it's like, does it really matter?
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to.
Yeah, so...
but, it seems like they've changed a lot of things already, so... Because you said Sienna wasn't in the books.
Yeah, she's not in the books. I mean, he's had relationships before, but that wasn't really the focus of the books. But I think what they did here in this season really, really set him up well...
As a character.
For his interactions in his season. I feel like how they've set it up feels even more tension-filled than what went on in the books, like how he's going to interact with his leading lady, I feel like. So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for her
to
take him down.
So one thing we do know, having watched this so late, is the Duke's not going to be in season 2 because he has other projects. So that'll be interesting. I do wonder if he might make like a cameo appearance or anything.
Yeah.
But
I have more to say about it, kind of. Not specifically about that, but like about their storyline. Should we talk about their storyline?
Yeah, let's go to storyline.
So I really loved how a lot of their stuff went down this episode.
Agreed.
I really enjoy that they started out with this kind of like separation feeling, and then her talking with her mom about how she's like starting to let go kind of thing, and she's being gentler with Simon.
And then also not even just talking to her mom, also talking with Lady Danbury and getting a better understanding of like who Simon is and what he needs to come to terms with things himself.
Yeah.
You know, that he doesn't need to be told. He just needs to know that like he's accepted and that he's doing fine.
Yeah, and like how they paralleled a lot of things from the beginning of the season. That was like cute. Some of my favorite things. I honestly wish they'd gone even harder on it. When they're having the painting done and she's like, this ruse will be over in a week or whatever, she says. A lot of that was like a callback to the beginning where they're playing a ruse there to be in love, and now they're still having to play a ruse that they're in love, but it's like way, way harder because they're not falling in love now. I mean, it was hard in different ways, I guess.
Right.
And then the whole dance and all that stuff, definitely a callback, but I could have done with more. I could have done with more flirting.
Again, could have been fixed with 2 episodes.
Yeah, sure.
But, yeah, no, I just thought that whole scene was so cute with the dances, and then when they finally do get to dance and stuff. And one thing they've done throughout this whole season that I've loved is their banter, even when they're mad at each other. Like in the last episode or 2 where they're angry and talking about, like, deceit and stuff. Even though it's painful, it's still so captivating. So it was really nice to go back to, like, the cute banter that we got earlier on. It was just a good feels all around.
Yeah, and the conversation she had with her mom at the ball about choosing to love him, like, you don't necessarily need to not accept, how do I say this? You don't necessarily need, like, he doesn't need to be perfect. Like, your love doesn't need to be perfect. You still chose to just keep on working through it and figure it out, and I really, really loved that because of the fairy tale ideals Daphne originally had about love and then their relationship. And we've had a lot of ups and downs in terms of her perspective on love. So for her mom to be like, I gave you an idealized idea of it, especially like when she told her about the wedding night. And this is the truth. We had problems, but we kept on going.
And it's not, and it makes sense of why she wouldn't tell her that, because her dad's passed away. You don't want to speak ill of your husband who's dead, who you loved, you know, but it's something that she needs to know, that this idealized version that she saw as a child and that her mom's kept up isn't the reality. It's, they worked on it. I always feel funny watching period pieces, because I'm like, yeah, you can work out some things you can't, you know, just being like at this age of like, you gotta know when to cut loose. But in this one, obviously, like, they did love each other, and they do love each other, and they never really, they had just like found the conflict, got involved in it, and hadn't tried to work it out. So it is important to try that before, you know, going that extreme. You can cut that out, but like,
no, I agree, because it is hard, because there's parts where I agree, where I'm just like, it's done, you guys, walk away. But I think in the case of this show, you know, that's not really like the purpose of the story or in the context. So, and then,
but it's so cute how they do it. I just think I think they did a really good job, because it doesn't make me feel like it's a shoehorned fairy tale. It makes me feel like, yeah, no, they are married and they do love each other, so one of them needs to extend the olive branch to let the other one know, like, hey, I'm open to growth in some way or another, however it works out.
And her speech to him in the rain was so sweet. So I like that it wasn't just generic, like, oh, I love you, but it's more like, I love all the parts of you, even the parts that are like, you don't approve of yourself. And I think because of Simon's, the way he's grown up and how that has affected his relationship with Daphne, that was really important for them to address.
Lady Danbury earlier on in the night telling him about, like, set your pride aside, otherwise you're essentially being just as bad as him, but in a different way. I mean, not in so many words, but like with kind of what she was implying of like, don't be your father. That's the whole point of, you know, you made this decision to not be like him, but now you're almost just causing her pain because of your pride.
And I love that it was Daphne who gave the speech, because I feel like in romance stuff often it's the guy who does it, but I think it was super fun that it was her, and it was very effective for me.
And
go ahead.
And it's more realistic for me, because she's the one coming from like a family where you communicate with each other, where you tell each other when you're mad. Well, he didn't have any of that, so if all of a sudden he declared like that he was over it in love, it's less believable. For me, it's more believable having her do it because of her background.
And the part that for me that was unbelievable and felt shoehorned in was the ending and stuff.
The pregnancy?
Yes, the pregnancy. I wish that they just saved that for season 2. I mean, this is where it comes in, like, he's not going to be in season 2. I don't know if they knew that or didn't know that, but I wish that they had saved that footage for season 2, because I felt like it was really rushed, that part. Like,
I think to enjoy their...
when he said, like, before their final sex scene, where clearly they make a baby, he says, all the stuff he says about, I don't know if I can be the man you want me to be, I love all that, but then all of a sudden with the sex scene, he's just willing to, like...
risk a baby?
Yes. I was, like, trying to think of the terminology. How would I say this without getting demonetized?
Risk a baby.
And it just felt like a little bit too fast of a turnaround for me. So, and then to have the baby thing at the end, I wish that they'd just given us a little bit more time with them together.
To enjoy, you know,
because I felt like everything else was, like, perfectly paced, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom! Baby time. Not that I don't want them to have a baby, because I do. I just feel like that part felt rushed. But like you said, if it was like a double episode, perhaps that would have bridged it a little bit for me.
I just think I wish the season had been one episode longer. But it wasn't bad. Like, it's not the worst thing. I still highly enjoyed it. But if we're gonna get what would be perfect, then I think, just adding that one in would have given us more room to really savor all the really good bits, and also savor all the really shocking bits, like finding out Marina's still pregnant,
which was a surprise.
Lord Featherington passing away, you know, all those things. I didn't get a chance to really like absorb them. Like, even Colin leaving was absorbed into Lord Featherington dying, because there was just so much going on. But I'm happy they included it all. Like, I'd prefer you give me too much at the end than a dropped storyline.
I mean, it definitely feels like just a fast-paced, this is the epilogue, let's get going kind of thing, which is unfortunate about it, because I do think those are interesting moments. And like you said, because they reveal that Lord Featherington is dead is pretty much right before the reveal, or right before Simon goes in and says that stuff to Daphne, and then they have their sex scene. So at the very beginning when he was walking in, I was still thinking about Lord Featherington. I was like, oh, we're here with Simon now. So I do wish that there'd been, even if it was like a regular show and had a commercial break, that probably would have been working.
The one
for
time
me.
where commercial breaks are useful to like breathe. And then you find out that Penelope is Lady Whistledown, and all of a sudden, no, wait, we gotta go to the baby.
Yeah.
Birth of the baby. And I'm like, I'm still processing Penelope as Whistledown. Give me a moment.
Yeah, so it was a very fast-paced at the ending. I think that the build-up and everything else was so good.
I do wonder if we are going to see Marina again with Lord Crane, Mr. Crane?
Sir Philip.
Sir Philip, thank you. I couldn't remember his name.
I hope we do. They changed a lot of her stuff. Well, not really changed her stuff. In the books, she's a very minor side character that you don't...
I think you remember telling this earlier.
Yes, so I'm trying not to give you spoilers, but I can't remember what I told you before and what I didn't. So all of this is like built out for her. And so I find her very interesting, and I would like to know where they're going to go with her or what they're doing with her. Obviously, I sort of know what's like supposed to happen, but they perhaps might change it, or they perhaps might not, or whatever. So I'm very excited. Well, not excited. I'm just very interested to see where they go with her.
The thing about watching this now, especially because for us it's been so long watching this. Sorry.
Yeah, we just didn't have time.
Well, yeah, we really didn't intend to. And then also we kept on having issues with this equipment for the show. Without getting into details about it, but it was very frustrating.
Yeah.
So it delayed it a lot. But overall, being here now does make me want to rewatch it. But I might now that I've watched it, I'll probably skip parts that I'm mentioning. Yeah. But it does make me want to rewatch parts, especially for the Daphne and Simon, since the ending episode was so sweet with them. And it does make me really excited for the next season, and it makes me want to read the books. Even though I know that they're apparently really different, but I still want to.
Yeah.
I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as a season overhaul. It gives me a lot of hope for season 2. I think that they upped the drama for the TV show.
But I think they did it amount.
It doesn't bother me. I think if you were super in love with the books, I mean, I am in love with the books, but yeah, I have favorites and not favorites, but I acknowledge that they wanted to do just something different for the show, and I just enjoy it in a different way. I think if you were super in love with the books, however, and the tone of the books, you might not enjoy the series quite as much. But if you are like me and enjoy the books, but are also enjoy other things, just enjoy whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Basically, I enjoyed it even as a book reader, even though it wasn't identical to the books, and the tone is different from the books.
I think we're also just people who don't need things to be the same. It's like how there's been certain books that I loved that when they were turned into a movie and they fit the book perfectly, that I thought they were boring. And then there's ones where they turn the book into a movie and it's very different, but it just fits a movie better, that I'm like, I don't even care. I like them both individually. So we're not purists in that sense. If you're changing it to make it better and it comes out that way, great. Yeah. If you're changing it to make it to, I don't know, mainstream
generic.
or playing
I hate
it
safe.
When
they make things more generic.
Yeah.
But here they just did it
Jackson.
to up the drama and
done so dirty.
Change some things, and I'm fine with that. Probably if you're a original book Nigel stan, then he would be disappointed with how he was portrayed here in Bridgerton, but, you read the books and then you can know what I'm talking about. But,
either way, it made him a really good early villain.
But it makes me really makes me really excited for season 2 because of how much I love it, and I think that the way they handled Simon and Daphne, while still maintaining the rest of the cast, I feel like some of the side characters could still have gotten a little bit more time. But it's hard because the book is focused on Simon and Daphne, and the second book will be focused on Anthony.
And again, still they only had 8 episodes to do so much, and I feel like they did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
I think there's only one scene in the entire thing where I'm like, I could have done without that. Otherwise, the rest of it, I'm like, I'm cool with it. I mean, there's ones obviously I like certain ones better than others.
Yeah.
I think overall, it was great. Really happy we watched it. Let us know your thoughts about the series below.
Especially because we're probably forgetting a lot of stuff.
Right? Yeah. Did you have a favorite episode, a favorite couple? If you did read the books, what did you like about the changes? What did you not? What are you most excited for on the coming seasons? And then also, if you have any recommendations for other shows that we might enjoy. Our plate's pretty full right now, so they would probably come on later. But I feel like in terms of ones that we really enjoy watching and that you really enjoy watching us watch is like this style, like this Outlander. We get the most engagement, people seem to love it, and we would love to do more of that for you all. So,
well, we've noticed that there's not as many reactors. There was a lot of reactors for Bridgerton, but for certain other female-oriented shows, perhaps like romance-oriented shows, there's not as many reactors for. So, and that's something that we enjoy watching.
So if you've got something up your sleeve that you think would be good, let us know. We will add it to our list, and eventually we'll try to add them in as time goes by.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps us out. Hit that notification bell so you know when we upload, and we will see you all in the next show, in the next season, you know.
Bye! I was losing my train of thought there because I was so hot. I literally can only think about how hot I am right now.
That was me. Well, and then also, what's the sister's name?
Which one?
Penelope's best friend.
Oh my god. I'm thinking about all the other sisters' names. So, Eloise, thank you. I was like, Francesca? Hyacinth? No.